What's going on, guys? Satchy is here and welcome back to another World Cup squad builder on my channel. And today I'm going to be doing a very attractive side in terms of how they play their football. It is Colombia. I've been very impressed with them in the group stage, and this video is going to be uploaded during the Uruguay match. So who do you think is going to win? I think Colombia will beat Uruguay personally, now that Suarez is gone, but we'll see what happens. But definitely I will be rooting for Colombia. So if you haven't checked out my other squad builders, I've done plenty of them, like 11 or 12 I think now. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more after this. We'll have to see. I was going to do Chile, but they've just been knocked out by Brazil. So, you know, that was a very intense game, but I don't know if I'm going to do any more, but we will see what happens. So yeah, there will be a link in the description and an annotation on the screen right now if you want to check out the playlist and see my other squad builds that I have done. So in the substitutes, we do have Mondragon, who is now the oldest player to play at the World Cup, 43 years of age. Got Valdez, Sanchez, Aguilar, Quintero, who looks like a very nice player in real life, Ramos, the sweaty gods. I didn't actually play with him though. And we got team of the season back, who I only played one game with, so I can't really say if he's good or bad. It would be unfair, but he only has 2-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves, which looks pretty bad for a striker. And we have Gutierrez. There was actually a number of players that wasn't on Ultimate Team, so yeah, you just have to deal with that really. So moving on to the starting 11 now, went with a 4-4-2 because that seems to be the formation that Colombia are best suited to, and there's quite a few good strikers even without Falcao obviously in this World Cup. So firstly we have the goalkeeper, and I have to say this is probably one of the worst goalkeepers that I've ever played with on Ultimate Team, and that is obviously Ospina right there, 75 rated. But this guy literally is just unbelievably shocking. He actually has an inform card which goes for 100k. Not sure why it goes for 100k, because he's absolutely dog shit. And yeah, I will never be playing with this guy ever again. Moving on to the defense, and personally the defense was pretty shit as well. We got Yepes, who has got 34 pace. I've put the anchor chemistry style, he's got 36 now, but he is dog shit. And we have Zapata, who really isn't good either. And the two fullbacks defensively are very suspect. We've got Arias and we have Armiro. I think both are quite small players, 5'9", both 5'9", and they were very hard to play with. Probably one of the worst defenses I've played with in these squad builders. Yepes is so slow. Chip through balls and crosses were just spammed at me because it was just so easy to score. Moving on to the midfielders, which was a lot better. And firstly, we have Guarin, who is probably the best player in this team. He actually got, I think it was 5 goals and 2 assists in the 10 games I did play with him. I have played with other games with him, but he is very impressive. He's kind of like a Vidal. He tracks back a lot. He gets forward. He is an all-round perfect player in a CM position. And obviously you saw who the other CM is, team of the season, Rodriguez, having an absolutely fantastic World Cup, and he's okay on Ultimate Team, but I would never play him at CM. I play him at CM because of the formation, always play him at Cam, because CM really doesn't fit well for him because he doesn't get forward as much, and he did disappear in the game a lot. He did still get 1 goal and 6 assists, which is pretty good in terms of assists, but I would have expected a few more goals for the quality player he is. So moving on to the two wingers, and firstly we have team of the season Cuadrado, another player that is really impressive in real life in this World Cup. And he only got 1 goal in 10 games, kind of disappointing, but he gives you a lot of width. If you're a player that wants to, you know, use the whole width of the pitch, this is your guy, because he's always trying to, you know, get those crosses in, get some dribbles. He's actually very good at dribbling, but he didn't really get into the game too much because I'm not a person who really goes on the wings a lot. And the left mid is Zuniga, I think that's how you say it. And he did get 4 assists in 10 games, and I actually really like this guy more than Cuadrado, to be honest. He actually gets into the game a lot more. Again, his dribbling is really nice. He's got, you know, pretty decent pace, so I really enjoyed playing with him. And the two strikers up front, probably the most OP striker in Ultimate Team, and that is Ibarbo. He did manage to get 7 goals and 1 assist in the 10 games that I did actually play with him. in this squad. Very, very impressive, as you would expect. And finally, we have Martinez, team of the season Martinez, who is very, very strong, very, very impressive. He got 7 goals and 5 assists in 10 games. So that is the squad, and let's get on with some gameplay. Okay, so I have to begin with the defence because it was so hard to actually win any matches because the goalkeeper doesn't save anything pretty much. A lot of people say the guy is absolutely terrible in Ultimate Team, and I agree. He just doesn't save simple shots, really. He should do a lot better, and his handling isn't the greatest. So, yeah, it was really hard to stop letting goals in when he was just so bad. Yepes is slow. He's actually solid when the ball's on the ground, but if you have like a chip through ball or any crosses, he's just slow to react, and he is 38 years of age. You got to remember that, but you just can't play with him. And Zapata, you would expect him to be a lot better, but yeah, he has to do a lot of the work because Yepes is so slow, so he has to do a lot of tracking back, and it's a difficult job, but he doesn't really do it well. The two fullbacks, Armero and Arias, both pretty good going forward, good at supporting attacks, but when you are defending, they're not good. And certainly if there's a cross to the back post, they never ever header it away. It always goes in. I conceded so many back post headers, it was ridiculous. So that is the problem with this team. But moving on to the good things of this team. Now, Guarin is absolutely fantastic. You know, he does the defensive job perfectly. He does the attacking job perfectly. I think he scored the 3rd most amount of goals after the 2 strikers. He was really, really amazing. And if I'm going to make a Serie A team, he is certainly going to be in it because I really, really rate him. Rodriguez, I want to try him at Cam, because I played him at CM and he was disappointing because he didn't get forward as much as I would like him to, and defensively he's not great, so he's not going to do much of a job as a CM. As a Cam, try him out. I think he would be very, very good, certainly with his shooting and his dribbling and his passing, all very, very decent. The 2 wingers, wish I could see a bit more of Cuadrado. He was a bit disappointing, really. Zuniga or Zuniga, however you want to say it. Very good, always on the attack, very positive with the play. His dribbling is actually amazing. Look at this dribbling right there from him. And Martinez and Ibarbo, their goal scorers pretty much, and very, very impressive. Both scored, I think, 7 goals each, I'm not sure. But yeah, they were pretty impressive. Not the best that I've used, but certainly worth trying out. Obviously, Barbo is OP as hell. So thank you for watching, guys. That is it for this squad builder. Hope you enjoy the game, and hopefully Colombia will win. Do please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.